sneaking out. Don't do it. The whole hospital's been shut down by the federal government. I'm sure they've been told to shoot at us.
Yeah, that's if they saw me, which they wouldn't. I know a million ways out of this hospital. I'm willing to take my chances. You?
Even if we manage to get out of here, what if we release that gas in the air? People could die. I was in the boardroom when Kate and Claudia and Trevor went down. It was bad. And they're now down in ICU with Monica and Elizabeth. A nurse and an anesthesiologist are dead.
How long do you think that we're going to have to stay in here?
I don't know. As long as it takes. I get it, Lulu. You know, I understand. Morgan and Jax are out there, and I want to be with them as much as you want to be with John.
I just don't understand why he's not banging on these windows trying to get in, why he's not trying to get a hold of me. I'm worried about him. I'm worried that he's caught in the blizzard, or he's wrecked his car, or that he's too mad to even care.
You know that's not true.
I don't want that awful fight to be the last thing that we say to each other.
You don't want to do this.
Neither do you.
I don't know what I want.
Liar.
Okay, fine. I know exactly what I want.
Then, what's the problem?
The sooner Lulu finds out exactly who she's dealing with, the better.
And I need to go ahead and break Spinelli's heart before I ruin his life.
You're not going to ruin his life. At least not the way I would with Lulu.
That's right. I forgot. Whatever happens to Lulu is always 10 million times worse than whatever happens to anybody else.
I'm just saying, Maxie, Spinelli knows what he's getting himself into.
He thinks he does, and why wouldn't he? He's my best friend. Spinelli depends on me and vice versa. He trusts me and forgives me for whatever I do, but I just need to break things off with him because he'll be better off.
You're just trying to protect yourself.
Exactly. That's the type of person I am, so Winifred would be a much better match for him.
She turned him into the FBI. You think he deserves someone like that?
I think that Spinelli needs to learn the way the world works. And if you and I were to hook up, he would be devastated, but he would eventually figure things out. And he would never trust anyone again, so he would be better off.
My situation with Lulu is different. I'm not trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect her.
From something that you did.
Yeah, in a way.
If I were you, I wouldn't tell me either.
Maxie, it doesn't matter who I tell. Lulu's eventually going to find out.
Well, why don't you tell Lulu? Because maybe you guys still have a chance.
Look, Maxie, whatever happens between me and Lulu, I don't want you to give up what you have with Spinelli just so I can have another meaningless, self-destructive experience.
Wow, Johnny, that's really noble of you. Maybe your beer wore off. Maybe you actually do love Lulu.
You know, we just gotta wait. Lulu, we gotta wait. I mean, Johnny is fine. And I'm sure when he hears about this, he will rush here because he'll so want to see you.
That's what he wants, but he was not returning my calls even before the cell phones started crashing.
Okay, well, let's say you were able to talk to Johnny. What would you say?
I would say that I'm scared, but he would probably think that I meant I didn't believe in him.
Well, then think of something else. What else would you say?
Oh, gosh, I would say that I don't think he needs to lie to me about not finding a job, and he shouldn't get mad at me when I'm pretending.
You guys have already had that fight, okay? And we've already talked about this.
I know. I need to stop obsessing about it. I know.
We need to do something. We need to help.
Yes.
We need to do something.
Anything. I will mop floors. I will file charts. I'll do laundry. Just something to get my mind off of what's going on.
Let's go find Epiphany and we'll figure something out.
No, let's not.
Why?
Why? Because Epiphany will work me to death.
And you're the one who needs the diversion. Let's go.
No.
Come on.
Sorry, Maxie, I was out of line to use you like that.
Please. I'm the queen of users. You were strictly a means to an end. But glad you decided to stop because I probably never would have.
Yes, you would have. Maxie, having sex wouldn't have solved anything.
I would feel terrible if I had hurt Spinelli. God, made another good choice. I'm starting to make myself nervous.
You're pretty hard on yourself.
Spinelli is the best friend that I've ever had and would kill me if I hurt him. I mean, only because I would be a wreck, which wouldn't be great for my career, just like hurting Lulu would do no good for you either.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
Sure you do. Why do you think nothing happened just now? Yes, Lulu might get on my last nerve, but she's a decent enough person for a drama queen with no sense of style. She loves you in a messy sort of way, which makes sense because she's a messy person. And intentionally hurting Lulu would be like kicking a puppy. Then I would have to find a new roommate, which would be incredibly inconvenient and expensive. So I'm sorry, we just can't hook up because it would be way too much trouble for me.
Maxie, why do you do that?
Do what?
Pretend not to be the kind and generous person that you are.
Run into you. You look like you could use this.
Oh, thank you. Fair Samantha went to fetch me a refreshing libation, but she had more pressing matters to attend to.
Do you need some help?
Oh, yeah, just keep a lookout for anything that seems out of place.
Okay. So I take it you haven't heard from Maxie?
Only the report of her smashed car.
She's, probably got a ride into town or something. She's fine.
But surely she would have gotten word to someone by now.
I doubt it. She's probably safe at home soaking in a bubble bath. I just wonder where Johnny is.
Me, kind and generous. Was it kind of me to supply Lucky Spencer with pills so he would sleep with me?
I can't believe you need drugs for that.
Was it generous to make sure Elizabeth would walk in on it? Let's not forget about all the crap I put Lulu through when Logan was around. I mean, I've been doing stuff like this for years.
Hey, Maxie, who yelled at me when I wouldn't go see Lulu at Shady Brook?
That's because she was pathetic, begging to see you, and it was depressing.
Okay, when Lulu was finally allowed visitors, who was the first person there?
Someone had to see when she was planning on coming back to work.
Right.
Anyway, if I've done anything remotely decent, it's because of Spinelli.
You've been good for him, too.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on, Maxie. You respect him, you defend him, you are kind to him when a lot of people are anything but. Most women wouldn't even speak to a guy like Spinelli.
Except Winifred.
I don't think you have anything to worry about.
How can he even look at her after she turned him into the FBI?
Oh, forget about that. You being friends with Spinelli is probably one of the best things that ever happened to him.
I know that's true for me.
And whether you care to admit it or not, you've been a pretty good friend of Lulu.
Maybe so. But let's be honest. If it wasn't for your sudden, weird attack of nobility, you and I would be doing it right this second.
We were just playing chicken, that's all.
Speak for yourself.
You wouldn't have gone through with it any more than I would have. Would you?
I guess you'll never know.
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Is the snow still coming down?
Yeah, it is. But I don't like the way I left things with Lulu.
Don't tell me you're starting to feel guilty.
I'm gonna dig up some snow chains, put them on the cart.
Okay.
We'll get back to town.
It's a close one. What almost happened between us?
Too close.
It's kind of hypnotic watching all these people, I'm sure that they found Maxie and they just can't get the call through.
Perhaps.
Lulu, aren't you supposed to be helping Epiphany? Epiphany said that I could sit here and look at security footage with Spinelli.
Tis I, the Jackal.
Spinelli, it's Jax. Is Carly around?
Yeah. Valkyrie, 'tis your white knight.
Jax. You thought it was Maxie, didn't you?
Without hope, there is nothing.
I wanted it to be Johnny. I'm sure that we will hear from them soon, and I'm sure they're both fine.